So, I would like to introduce our guest today. But before that, I want to do a mic testing. So, Usha, can you tell me a hi so that I know that you're there and you can hear me?
Hi, hello, Miss.
Yes. Thank you so much. I can hear you. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, yes.
Wonderful. Okay. Here we are at Secrets of Living a Full Life. So, everybody knows that a full life means a fearless, unstoppable, limitless, and loving life. And today I have a wonderful guest with me. She is Labdhi Shah, a counselor for the past 8 years. She has her own company that is called Unheard Life. And yes, she is a catalyst in many people's lives, including mine. And well, she's one of the best counselors that I know. She has a wide experience with different kinds of people. She does family counseling, she does couple counseling, she does relationship counseling, she does academic counseling. And if anybody is stuck at any point of time in their lives, it is Labdi whom you can connect to. She also has her Instagram page, which is also by the same name, right? Unheard.life. So please follow her and you will get a lot of understanding about your own self and you will know how to come out in case you get stuck anywhere in life. That is Labdi Shah to you. And it is indeed a great fortune for us to have you here today with us and that too at a very short notice.
Thank you so much, Niji ma'am, for having me here on this, and thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
A very warm welcome to you. What she thinks is that she can listen to whatever you have to say and let go of all the issues that are, haunting you, that are not letting you move forward. And she is a catalyst in people's life for managing and for helping them manage their emotions and help them to transit from the state that they are in now to move forward. So, any questions that you have for Labdi, you are welcome with it. And if you have, you want to know something about how you can get the best out of yourself, she is one person who will be there for you. So, today's topic is be your own light. And yes, often when you have to be your own light, people like Labdi, people like me, I'm a life and leadership coach, she's a counselor. We are the ones who can help you to see within yourself. That is, everybody has a light within them, but we rarely understand that there is a light within us and we go outside searching for the answers. But here we are to guide you, to help you to be your own light. So, Usha, can I ask you a question? Like, what do you think? What does this title "Be Your Own Light" signify?
Um,
Hi.
not, I really joined just because of the guest. Otherwise, I think today I won't be here. But
Okay.
as you asked, I can answer. For me, light is inner light, inner illumination. That whatever you feel or you find your path
Hmm.
or whatever enlightens you,
Yes.
that is your light, which shows your path, your future, and if you can see and hear your inner self, that is
Wonderful.
the light.
So, Vidhi, any questions? Anything that you want to ask? Otherwise, we are going to move forward.
No,
And it's
miss.
great to have you back.
Thank you, miss.
Thank you, Usha. Yes. Um, so we go forward. Labdi, there has been a lot of cases that you have handled. Can you share with us one of those cases where you were really inspired by your client, that she decided to go forward with whatever you suggested or whatever you all came up together with, and that really inspired you?
Okay, so there was this one female, I would say. She was a corporate person. She was working in her corporate company and, doing really well in her job, doing so well. Like she was, all the bosses and everybody, always wanted her.
Hmm.
She was doing well, but she
Hmm.
wasn't.
Hmm.
But she's like, no, I have to take care of my family. I need to do all of these areas. I need to work on all this parts where taking care, responsibilities, and everything is there in the picture. And I'm running good man.
Hmm.
So I would like to, continue with the corporate job and not do anything else. But when we started with this session, of course, there was backlog of emotions which we were dealing with. At one point, we understood that she loves dancing. Dancing is her life.
Oh, great.
But she had left dancing due to responsibilities, due to family
Yeah.
things, due to pressure, everything. So we started discussing. Initially, I did not push her for it. But slowly, slowly, when she started getting that confidence that when she let go of her old emotions, of her past emotions, which were weighing her down,
Hmm.
she started gaining that confidence that she could dance again. So she started with her normal Instagram channel and she started posting her videos again. Of
About
course,
dance.
about dance. She
Oh,
got that push. I like, you don't have to do something big. Just do
yeah.
it. It will
Yeah.
just take a while. And
Hmm.
she started doing all of that. She enjoyed and she just loved it. But after a point, it happened so that she quit her job and she completely focused on dancing. Like it was a big jump of her life.
Oh,
She quit the job. She got into dancing, full time dancing. She learned dancing and now she has her own dancing class. Not here in Dubai.
wow. That is so amazing to leave a, what do you say, a confident job which is paying quite a lot to pursue your passion.
And
Awesome.
she now dances, you can say, straight for 13 hours a day and she doesn't feel tired because she loves it.
Wow.
And she's like, dancing is like a life to me.
Correct.
And I never knew I could do so well. Now she's earning more in her dancing classes than she was earning in the corporate job. Of course, initially it was a hit. Okay, so man, maintain करना है, balance करना है. Nothing was taken care of. But slowly, slowly, everything came back on the track. I was amazing. Just the key point over there was just take that leap of faith
Hmm.
and do not give up. Keep doing it, even if you fail it.
But then taking that leap of faith is actually the deciding factor. And you keep dithering on the decisions that you have to take. You have to take a decision, but you keep dithering, and you start about thinking about it from 360 degrees, I think. And then, when you come to that point where you say, Eureka,
Hmm.
that's what I want to do. And for that, believe me, even if I am a counselor, I require another counselor to help me out through this process because it is not easy. It's very difficult, the confusions that you have, because it's a risk as well. You don't know what the future is holding for you. So even if you know that you have to do this, you still need somebody to be there to say, hey, I'm not okay with this. I'm not being able to take my decisions. I'm literally feeling that this is going to go wrong. So at that time, it's like you're standing on a precipice and you don't know any moment you're going to fall or you may fly. So when you're standing on the top of the precipice, you have two options. Either you take the flight of hope or you think about the despair of falling. And that is the time when counselors are most needed.
Absolutely. But Gigi ma'am, at this place, I want to ask you one question.
Hmm.
So that's the point where if the question is on you, you have a problem of taking that decision. But
Correct.
for an exam, if it's
Hmm.
your child, be it your son,
Hmm.
he wants to take such kind of a decision, what will be your
Oh my God, we will be really scared. Like if he wants to take a decision which I don't agree with, oh my God, it's like all hell breaking loose.
correct?
And you know what? When it is your child. It's like saying, a doctor cannot operate on his family members. He can operate on others because there you're not a doctor, you're a father, correct? Or a mother. So it's very difficult, handling that pressure. So I've seen a lot of parents not being able to take the pressure of the children going through some competitive exams. And they're so scared. They don't know what is to be done. At that time, providing counseling for the parents as well is something that can help them sail through.
Absolutely.
And I think this is very underrated.
Yes.
And most of the time people say that इसमें क्या है, हम हमारे भी बच्चे कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स दिए, यूपीएससी दिए, नीट दिया, जेई दिया, हमको कोई काउंसलिंग की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी, अब क्यों तुमको काउंसलिंग की जरूरत पड़ती है? दिस इज व्हाट द ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स से. बट द सिचुएशंस हैव चेंज्ड नाउ. Children have changed, the generations has changed, the way of thinking has changed. So do you also do psycho education where, yeah, can you give some example? Yeah.
Her voice is not clear because of her hair. So maybe she can just you take this one.
Okay, that's a technical team trying to give us
Yeah.
proper instructions so that we can be present for you. Yeah.
Just check. They can hear her voice properly. You can see.
Hello, can you hear my voice? Is it clear to you guys?
Now,
anyone-
now it is clear. Otherwise,
Okay.
previously your voice was less. Busy man's voice was audible quite.
Okay. Now can you hear it
Ah,
clearly?
yes, now I.
Okay, okay. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much. Yeah. So where were we?
Yeah. So, coming to a point where you are asking me about psychoeducation,
Hmm.
and where people always want to have a clarity on whether they should go for counseling or. See, coming to a point where grandparents always told you कि अरे हमें जरूरत नहीं पड़ी, why do you have to go now for the counseling or something like that? Honestly, जरूरत उन्हें भी थी. एंजाइटी कैसे मैनेज करनी है, कैसे मैनेज नहीं करनी है, उन्हें भी थी, बट इट वाज जस्ट दैट इट वाज नॉट पॉपुलर एनफ. या तभी काउंसलर के पास जाना वाज फ्राउंड अपॉन, एक टैबू था तभी.
Correct.
अभी इतना टैबू नहीं है, तो पीपल कैन ओपनली गो फॉर इट, बट स्टिल एक्सेप्टिंग फॉर सम पीपल इज डिफिकल्ट. नाउ इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट इज गोइंग टू अ काउंसलर डजंट मीन यू हैव एन इशू या आपको कुछ प्रॉब्लम है. इट कैन ऑलवेज बी समटाइम्स कि आई एम जस्ट नॉट क्लियर विथ माय थॉट्स एंड आई नीड क्लैरिटी, सो आई नीड एन हेल्प ऑफ एन एक्सपर्ट. अभी जैसे सर दर्द होता है, हम क्रोसिन लेते हैं, बट अगर क्रोसिन से ठीक नहीं होता है तो हम डॉक्टर के पास तो जाते ही है ना. हम उसमें दो बार सोचते हैं कि नहीं अभी फिजिशियन के पास कैसे जाए, सिर्फ सर दर्द है, वो हमें ये बोलेगा वो बोलेगा. नहीं, सिंपली अगर थॉट्स में क्लैरिटी नहीं है तो यू कैन कम टू अ काउंसलर एंड काउंसलर कैन जस्ट हेल्प यू. इट्स एज सिंपल एज दैट. This is what it is. Brain is also a part of our physical body. हम क्यों उसको अलग कर देते हैं? हम क्यों हमेशा बोलते हैं कि नहीं ब्रेन इज नॉट अ फिजिकल पार्ट ऑफ द बॉडी, या ब्रेन को ये इश्यूज है. हम हम ब्रेन के साथ ये सारी चीजें क्यों करते हैं? क्यों उसको एकदम ऐसा अलग कर देते हैं, सब उसके बारे में चुप हो जाते हैं? आई थिंक सबने डियर जिंदगी तो देखी ही होगी,
Yes.
in which Shah Rukh Khan says the same thing. Well, he says it in the movie, but this is what actually everybody, every counselor or every healer experiences. I think BJ ma'am, you must have
Yes,
also
yes.
experienced this, that people don't want to talk about it.
Correct. So I was listening to BK Shivani,
Hmm.
Sister Shivani, and she was saying like, the same thing that, when somebody is going through trauma or somebody is going through a mental health challenge, it's also like a disease. अगर तुम फिजिकल इंजरी के लिए डॉक्टर के पास जाते हो तो मेंटल इंजरी है, दिस इज अ मेंटल इंजरी. सो वो मेंटल इंजरी के लिए आपको काउंसलर के पास जाना पड़ेगा, आपको उनके साथ डिस्कस करना पड़ेगा. एंड आई रियलाइज द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ काउंसलिंग, दो आई डू काउंसलिंग माई सेल्फ एट टाइम्स, बट आई रियलाइज दैट टॉकिंग टू somebody else gives you a fresh perspective.
100%.
So you look at your problems in a different way, and that's where you can begin to see the light within you. And I think counselors are like angels who help you to see that crack inside you. Because जब तक हम cracked नहीं होते हैं तो
Light कहाँ से
light
आएगा?
कहाँ से आएगा? So the crack that you get, मतलब आपके जिंदगी में जो तकलीफें होती है, it's like a crack. हम टूट गए, मर गए, बिखर गए, वो गाना है ना, टूट के बिखर के मैं, क्या है वो, और अभी नया कुछ गाना था, टूट गई मैं, बिखर गई मैं, जो भी है. जब तक आप बिखरोगे नहीं तो क्रैक कैसे बनेगा, और जब तक क्रैक नहीं बनेगा तो उसके अंदर से लाइट कैसे आएगी. सो जनरली दे से द वुंड्स दैट यू हैव आर द क्रैक्स थ्रू विच द डिवाइन लाइट शाइन्स. सो अगर आप, अंधेरा नहीं होगा तो उजाले की महत्व कैसे मिलेगी,
So, right, this.
right? So I have a wonderful quote by one famous person, which I just happened to
I
find.
think we should say something.
Yeah, yes. Usha ma'am, you can go with your question. Yes, you can unmute and go with your question.
It's not question. I can relate to the ma'am. As she said that it is taboo, yes. And
Yes.
patients have to hide this. And I can say with personal experience that yes, 8 years back, I had to hide, but I took the decision to take the counselings, medicines, etc., whatever. But yes, I had to hide. Afterwards, it was disclosed, but initially it was.
Yeah.
And
And you
I
can
think
also
it
share
is, I think it is necessary to take the help of, बिकॉज एज
whoever can
अगर आपको
guide you.
हाँ फीवर आ रहा है तो भी आप डॉक्टर के पास जा रहे हो देर इज नो शाइनेस और नथिंग नथिंग लाइक टू बी शेम देन व्हाई देर इज बट
Yes.
होता
Yes.
है लोगों का यही है कि अगर मेंटल के लिए डॉक्टर पास जा रहे हो दैट मीन्स यू आर मेंटल बट नॉट but we can't explain everybody so we think that it is better to do our requirement and not to indulge with anything else so it is okay if we are getting better then it's better
See,
whatever the way whether hide or not you get your
so exactly that's the point. You don't have to go and tell people, and you don't have to hide also. It's your own choice. You are doing this for your own self. You're not doing this for anybody. You are moving forward in your life, just growing in life. And it is not for anybody else, and it's for your own self, and you should do it. Every person should do it. See, when we talk about people doing things for themselves, they go into a lot of guilt because they feel that they are being selfish. That okay, I am going to therapy, I am trying to grow, I am trying to become a better person. But what about the people around? I'm not able to take them with. They get into that guilt.
Ah,
And then it is like
true.
you are a selfish person. You're doing this for yourself. You're spending money. You're doing. There are a lot of things where people frown upon you, but you don't owe an explanation to them.
yes
You don't. It's your
Hold on.
choice.
This particular line that you said, na, you don't owe an explanation to anyone.
yes
ये जो है ना, ये अगर 50% औरतें सीख लेंगे ना, I
this
feel
is this is a different topic
so 50% of the women population will be much empowered if you just listen to this one line. So you don't own an explanation to anyone when it comes related to your physical or your mental health. सर्जरी करनी पड़ती है तो करनी पड़ती है, राइट? सो उसमें आप किसी को पूछते नहीं हो ना, सब सामने से बोलते हैं कि भाई सर्जरी करनी है तो करनी है. बट व्हेन मेंटल सर्जरी हमको करनी है तो मेंटल सर्जरी भी एक मेंटल हेल्थ प्रोफेशनल ही कर सकता है, और उस सर्जरी से भी हमको अपने प्रॉब्लम्स में से मुक्ति पा सकते हैं. सो इट हैज टू बी डन. सी आई हैव सीन चिल्ड्रन गेट इनटू डिप्रेशन, and thankfully at the right time I could help them out. So what happened was, the next years that they overcame it, they do not know how much they have actually grown in that process, and what would have been the consequences if they continued to be there. So, I really feel that the education system must take this very seriously. That before you teach children mathematics, before you teach them English, thank you, before you teach them sciences, before you teach them about sports, what they need to learn is how to think right.
I would like to share a case with you
Hmm.
here. So, of course, the counseling is started. They have given me permission to share, so I'm sharing.
Okay.
So there was this girl who was coming to me, had a lot of family issues, a lot
Hmm.
of problems going in
Hmm.
the family due to since childhood. Okay, she grew up, a lot of family issues going on, fights and arguments between the parents, and
Yeah.
She grew up in that environment. And she constantly had the feeling that she was the one because of which parents are fighting, and she had suicidal
Oh,
thoughts.
oh my God.
She had very bad suicidal thoughts. Then one fine day, somebody told her and forced her to come to counseling to me, and we started with the sessions. So, generally, I do sessions once a week or something like that. I have a process of doing it. So, we started with the process, we started with the counseling sessions. She did it for very little time. She only took 3, 4 sessions with me. And in those sessions, when she was having this feeling, I said, one, can you give me a guarantee that if you die, you're going to be out of this problem? I mean, we don't talk to dead people. So give me a proof that this problems will be over once you're done. What if your soul is stuck here and now you don't have a body to solve that problem anymore? And you're stuck.
Hmm.
So she thought about it. After we stopped with in between she stopped with the session. She's like, I'm not going ahead with it anymore. We discussed about it. So one fine day it happened with her that she was alone at home
Hmm.
and her parents were out.
Hmm.
So she's like, now it's a good time, nobody's here. Let's hang myself.
Hmm.
She was standing on the stool. There was a dupatta on pankha, and she was about to hang herself. And at that point, this question struck in her mind, and she took a step back.
Awesome, awesome. Fantastic.
And she took a step back, and she said, "Let me just try, and let me." Then she started thinking all the conversations where I asked her only one question: How is it your responsibility that your parents are fighting? Because I used to tell her that when you fight with your friends, do your parents come into the picture and help you sort the fight? No, don't go and tell them or blame them, right? So how is it your responsibility that your parents are fighting? So after telling her all of those things, she realized with it. And from that point on, she came back to me after a while. After that incident happened with her, she came back to me and she's like, I don't care. I don't want to commit suicide anymore. I want to grow. I want to do well in.
Wow.
She changed. She rented a house. She went out. She went on living on rent, and she changed her job. And now she's soaring in her job. She's doing so well, and now she is into a relationship with an awesome guy. And she's telling me she's planning to get married to him. And things between her family, whether it is sorted or not, but her relationship has changed with her.
Wow. Amazing. See, I always believe, Labdhi, that people who come to my live sessions, they are God sent angels. Today, you do not know how many people you might be inspiring, how many people you might be encouraging, to focus on life and not death. Listening to what you said, I remember one student of mine also the same case. He was, I think, failing in engineering or something, and he planned. In fact, he tried, he attempted also suicide. And after that, I said, what if your legs and hands are only broken and you're still alive? Would you like to live this handicapped life? And he said, then he decided and he understood, but it was very difficult to sober him down. So continuous sessions had to be given. And after that, he said, that I told him, you do one thing, don't do anything, don't do any studies for 3 days. I'm there with you. Anytime you feel like, call me up. And you watch podcasts, various podcasts which will enlighten you, videos, something motivational, inspirational, at least 1 or 2 videos per day and just sleep, maybe do whatever you want, just allow yourself to be. Don't think about studies, don't open the book at all. So he watched that and all. And the next session I went, he was feeling very good. Saying, Madam, you know what? There was this guy, I read this podcast somewhere, and in that he was saying, I was very depressed and I went to the seashore and I was planning to commit suicide. At that time, a person came there and said, Acha, you're going to do suicide? Like, when you realize, he said, what if you die and, your spirit is, um, you're in spirit form, and then you have to take a body, and then you have to start your studies from KG class. So you have to go through that entire cycle of education. and you'll have to complete your engineering there. So do you want to go through that again?
Absolutely.
And then he's saying that then he decided, nay, the hell here is better than the hell there.
Absolutely.
Instead of going and doing the entire, how many 18 years, 19 years of
Yeah.
education. So then he decided to not do that and he came back. So that's how it is, it's very funny when you look at the logic of living rather than dying, you will really be amazed.
And also about that girl only, I would say, she used to love painting
Ah,
and she started painting.
wow.
Now her paintings are put up in exhibitions and all the places and they are being sold as well as she's doing her job.
Super.
So, so she's doing well. It's just how to change your perspective. See, it's easy for us to be light for others. It's easy for us to be support for others.
Correct.
But giving that same light to ourselves is
Mm.
very difficult. If
Yes.
I say my sister wants to do something or my brother wants to do something, I'm there 100% supporting them. No, you do. I'm there with you. I'm
Correct.
standing with you.
Correct. Correct.
I'm standing with you. You do. Forget the world. I'm standing with you. We're
Mm.
there.
Yes.
It's so easy for us to do that. But
Yes.
why can't we do that same thing for ourselves?
Exactly. So I think what all things we discussed now, no, it is summed up in a PPT which I just made, and it's just naturally flown out through each of us.
Mm.
So I just like them to share, and then we'll continue with the discussions. Uh, can you see it? I'll
Yes,
have to
he
put
said
it
it is
present to
loaded.
layer. It's getting loaded.
Yes, miss.
Okay, I think now you can see, right?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
One sec. We'll slideshow. Acha, it's F5.
Hmm.
Okay. So, such a beautiful saying, I did not know when I chose this topic that this is something that Buddha had said. It just came out of me, and I'm so happy that enlightenment cannot be attained by others' words or by conceptualizing. Be your own lamb. Ultimately, you take the decisions. Ultimately, you decide the kind of life you want to live. Ultimately, you make the choices that you want, and you cannot hold anybody responsible for it. But sometimes we cannot see what decision we want to make. We do not know what are the choices that are available. For that, you need somebody, to be that guiding light. And that guiding light is counselors, coaches, therapists. And these guiding lights will help us to, liberate ourselves from the darkness. And if you go to see, it's only in the darkness that you can see the light. So be your own light. Now, why should you be your own light? Is because you be the bringer of light, for light can do more than illuminate your own path. You can be the light which truly lights the world. So when you work on yourself, for example, Usha, you're working on yourself, you're trying to, learn everything that is being taught to you, you're implementing it into your day-to-day life. So today, when you speak to your body and say, "You're my friend, and I need you to be a life coach. I love you, I forgive you, please forgive me, I thank you." Your cells are going to respond and they're going to say, "Hey, I am here with you. I am your team, and I will stand with you because we love what you're doing." So when you work on yourself, when you get the enlightenment, when you get the knowledge, when you are able to share it with others, you are going to light up the world that you live in. I feel when you worked on yourself, right?
Yes.
As a counselor, also you keep working on yourself. You worked on yourself. You worked on your clients. You learned so many new things. So because of you, there are so many people who are becoming better in their lives. Like the example that you gave just now of that girl who had just focused herself onto her parents' problem, thinking that she is the problem because of which they are fighting. And then when she realized that she is nothing, no part, she has no part in the drama. It's not her drama, it's a parent's drama. So I'm sure there are thousands of students who feel themselves responsible for the cause of their parents' problems. And it need not be. And I say, don't blame anybody, don't blame yourself as well. Right? So, um, one sec. When you possess the light within you see it externally. That means when you're content with yourself, your face glows. You light up the world, right? So it is inside you. And if it is not inside you, you cannot see it outside. So your inner world determines your outer world. So if there is light inside you, can you see it in others?
would just like to add into this.
Yes.
So we always, think that we want magic in our life, we want miracle in our life,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Everybody has that feeling.
Correct.
Kuch miracle ho jaye, some miracle should happen. But we end up forgetting that we are the miracle ourselves,
Exactly.
which God has created, and we are supposed to do our work of being that miracle.
Correct. Correct.
And the moment we start believing that we are that miracle, we see the changes in people, in ourselves, and about everything that we do.
Yeah.
And a famous thing Bruce Lee also said that speak very positively about yourself.
Exactly.
Why? Because words are like spells. Your body doesn't know the difference that you're just joking or making fun or you're being sarcastic. Body doesn't know. It affects it.
Correct.
And it affects your mind also.
Yeah.
So it thus goes into that situation. Because there are words and words act like spells. That's
Yeah.
why they are called spellings.
Correct. Words are really, the greatest drug that the world has produced is words. Just imagine the Dr. Suimoto.
Hmm.
He did that experiment, where there were two jars in which there was little rice and water, rice grains and water. And one of the bottle he used to go every day and say, "You're superb, you're awesome, you're fantastic, you're lovely, you're great." And the other he would go and say, "What rubbish, you're such a stupid thing, you're a curse on this earth," and all negative things. So then after 7 days, the water that was cursed actually turned black, and the water that was praised remained as it is. And when they tested the water, they found that the crystal structure had actually been, what you say, not the clear structure that it got. So this shows that whatever you say has an effect on what you say.
It also says scientifically that water has memory.
Yes,
Water remembers it. And us humans are made 70%.
correct.
So always remember.
So if you want to be healed, one of the things that you can do is you can hold your hand on the area which it is paining and say, "You're there for me. I love you. I forgive you. Please forgive me. I thank you." And say, "You're the one who brought me for so many years. You're the one who made me walk. You made me, my digestive system is good. My circulatory system is good. My respiratory system is good. And I'm able to do whatever I require. And I'm doing the work that you want me to do." So until you go through the darkness, you cannot see the light. And to be a star, you must shine your own light and follow your own path. And don't worry about the darkness, for that is when the stars shine the brightest. You might think about the parents who are fighting and you might think why they are fighting. So they would have continued to go on fighting till this girl learned her lesson of valuing her own self. So people who come into your life come because they have to teach you. If they are good, if they are bad, both are teaching you something. So instead of focusing why that person is behaving like that, you ask a question, what do I have to learn from that behavior? What is that behavior trying to teach me?
Absolutely.
Sometimes what happens is, some people, they are so rude to you. Sometimes they try to bully you. Sometimes they try to control you. And you think, oh my God, How irritating can this person be? How aggressive can this person be? How much control does he need? And you just keep quiet and you say, okay, forget now, uske samne kaun jayega? And you ignore it. But then what you're doing, what that person is trying to show you is, hey, look, I've become the villain. You become the hero and show me. So the villain will play the role of the villain till the hero shows himself.
Absolutely.
And that is a realization that I'm getting. And that makes you look at the person, that opposite person who's acting like a villain, with empathy. It's like then your anger changes into gratitude. And you say, thank you for having done that. I remember one trainer, he behaved very badly with me. And because of him, I was able to define my professional charges. And every day I thank him for that. Thank you for behaving so badly and so arrogantly about you being an expert trainer, that today I have become an expert trainer and I'm charging exactly what you charge. So I really thank that person, thank you for coming into my life. So, in the same manner, if you're able to thank people for the bad behavior they have shown, after, of course, learning the lesson, because until you learn the lesson and know why the person has behaved like that, to bring about some learning in you, some change in you, you will not be able to empathize with that person.
Same.
It will be like, anger that is there, so definitely until that darkness is there, you're a star. So your light cannot be seen. You only see stars at night, right? All right. So you have to find what sparks you. So such a relevant thing that you explained about that girl. Is there anybody else who found that spark within them so that they found their own way? This girl, of course, did the exact thing what is written here. So is there any other case, by which we could say that, they made their own path? They found that spark. Many times what happens, people are in a state of confusion. They don't know what they should do, where they should go, what is the path, and they're not able to find which profession they want to be in. So was there somebody who was like, any other case that's coming to your mind?
So yes, I would talk about a child. Actually. So he was a school child,
Mm,
where we are talking about being bullied and all.
mm,
I would like to add on.
mm,
Before you say thank you to someone,
mm.
there is one thing you always need to understand, that what the other person is telling you, bullying you, being rude to you, or shouting at you. The lesson you need to learn is that it is their perception. Doesn't
Mm,
mean you are exactly what they have said.
correct.
It is their mindset, their purpose. Doesn't make you like that. So that will help you a lot to be a thankful person.
Yeah.
That's one. And talking about this child, so he was a bully, let's be honest. Teachers used to keep him always standing out in the class.
Mm,
Teachers used to scold him, call his parents every day, every now and then. Your child has beaten this child or had a behavior like this. Bus conductors or bus people used to call his parents and say, hey, your child is behaving like this, bullying other people, beating other people, smashing them, broke their head, broke their feet, all of that. And teachers always used to say he backs us a lot and he shouts. And so what? His parents came to us. This child is having an issue.
mm,
He has anger issues. So you help the child.
mm,
I said, okay, anger issues, right?
mm,
So let's do this. So let me speak to the parents. Came to me, explained to me everything, made me hear the recordings what the teachers and bus conductors are saying, because they need to have a proof
correct.
onto something. So I heard everything.
Mm,
And then I made the parents go out of the room and I made the child sit.
mm,
And very importantly, when this was happening, when this conversation was happening, when parents were talking about the child was outside the room, not happening in front of the child.
mm,
So I sat with the child then and I asked him about all the I started talking to him. I'm like, I know you are a good child.
mm,
There is a reason you behaved in a certain manner.
mm,
And I'm 100% sure there is a reason.
mm,
So I asked him what is the reason. He said, I don't know. I want to hit, I'll hit. I'm like, okay, you hit. I'm not going to tell you don't hit. Tell me why are you hitting?
Mm.
There is a reason. You are a smart boy.
Mm.
Then he said that I hit them because they tease me and they really make fun of me and they keep on poking me till I bid them. They don't sit quiet.
Mm.
So who is exactly at fault? Is the child at the fault or other kids also? He responds to them. But if he keeps on responding to them, they poke him more, they make fun of him, they bully him. He doesn't bully them, he's just defending himself.
Mm.
That was the case in the bus and in the class. Talking about teachers, his teachers used to disrespect his parents in front of him.
Mm.
Your father is like this, your mother is like this. You don't know anything because your parents are like this.
Mm.
And child used to stand up for his own parents.
Yeah.
That's why he was arguing back. His parents never asked him all of this. They
Actually,
just
yeah.
constantly scolded the child because everywhere it was complaining. When
Mm.
child told me all of this, then I asked him, "Do you mind?" I'm like, "Why didn't you tell your parents?" They're like, "They don't never ask me, and if I tell them they don't listen to me, they hit me."
Yeah, तूने ही कुछ मस्ती किया होगा,
Ah,
तेरा ही गलती होगा.
exactly. They don't listen to me, so I don't want to tell them. I'm like, if they want to think that I beat other people, then they did. I'll beat them if they
And
do.
you know what I've seen in this kind of cases is like, so the child's identity is very negative in his own eyes, in his parents' eyes, and his teacher's eyes,
Correct.
and his friends' eyes.
Correct.
So this child, how much ever he works on himself, how much ever defense mechanisms he creates, like by hitting others or doing something, any strategy that he uses, eventually the belief that sets into his mind is that I am not a good child.
Yes.
So
Yes.
what happens is, today only I did a reel on this.
Mhm.
So what happens is, like, I have one client like that, and she never believed that she's good enough. And she responded so well to me. Of course, it took me a lot of time for that. She responded so well to me, and I started praising her. But I realized a pattern happening, that whenever I would praise her, no, she would make a mistake. So then I would say, "नहीं, मैंने गलत की क्या?" So she is trying to prove me wrong, that she is not good enough. And she will eventually prove herself wrong, because that identity that she has felt she is, which is created by the environment and the people that she interacted with, she is not able to let go of it, because वो छप गया है उसके दिमाग में कि मैं ऐसी ही हूँ. So the moment you try to tell that this is not your identity, she will go back to that identity. So today I had to make her sit and say, "You are good. And I know that you are beautiful, you're doing so well. So allow yourself the permission to receive the compliments, and believe that you can get those compliments because you're worth it."
Absolutely. But I have always seen this that whenever someone gives a compliment to other person, no, they tend to deflect it as if they have made a mistake, and this is very commonly seen.
Yeah.
Why? Because okay, I have complimented you. नहीं नहीं ये तो ऐसे था इसकी वजह से मैंने ऐसे किया XYZ की वजह से मैंने ABC किया so I am not the responsible
Let's
person for this
for the
compliment.
compliment. Yes.
People don't accept it. And if they accept it, the amount of guilt that they have is
Yes.
another level. Why that guilt comes into the picture? Because whenever somebody has complimented and if they have not deflected it, other people have called them selfish
True.
or
Very
made
true.
them feel that they are selfish people.
Very true. Very true. So,
So,
any of you audience who are watching this, whenever you watch it today, tomorrow, whenever you watch it, just think about these things. Are you able to accept compliments? Are you able to ask for help? Are you stuck in any issues? There are a lot of videos that I keep putting out, and I'm sure Labdhi also puts it out on Unheard Life. So that's her Instagram page. My Instagram page is Life Designer Biji Tushar and Management Me Biji Tushar. So please keep watching our videos. We are here to pass a message that you are the best and you can become whatever you desire to be. So please stay tuned and keep watching our videos. Every Wednesday, I come live at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And yes, we are here because we win when you win. So stay tuned and we will continue with the session. The next thing that's here on the slide is, there's a crack in everything.
As we spoke about.
as we spoke earlier. And that's how the light gets in.
Mm.
There's a crack in everything, and that's how the light gets in. So until there are difficulties, you're not able to become your best self. So challenges, problems, issues come into your life because it is a setup for a better breakthrough.
Yeah.
A new door is opening. So when you're keeping on looking at the old door, there'll be a new problem that will come, and you will be pushed out of your comfort zone, made uncomfortable. Today in the morning only, I was thinking about what are the things that I'm uncomfortable with, and I realized I don't like doing cleaning. Though here I'm cleaning minds, I don't like doing physical cleaning. Very uncomfortable with it, especially because I have a dust allergy. So I'm very uncomfortable because I know that I fall sick. So I don't want to do that. But there are certain things that the weight cannot do. So I have to do it. And it is such a uncomfortable. So I think first I have to come out of my, comfort zone and ensure that do something that is uncomfortable.
So,
Another thing that I'm uncomfortable is about learning about commerce, about statistics and all those things.
mm,
But it's very uncomfortable, but I'm gonna do it.
I'll
So
tell you what,
yeah.
when you want to learn something that is really uncomfortable, try adding your most comfort thing. So, a lot of
Hmm.
people do this. Even I do it
That's a
sometimes.
good one. Huh.
So, when you're cleaning, you like listening to podcasts, listen to podcasts.
Yes,
When you're
yes,
not
I do
focused on
that. I do
cleaning,
that. Yeah,
you're focused on podcasts. Or
correct.
listen to music if you like music.
Yes, that's a good idea.
If you like cooking, plan what you want to cook. Or
Correct.
plan the whole recipe, how you want to make it. Imagine it. And
Right.
do the cleaning.
Yeah. So when I'm cooking, I of course have a podcast
Mm.
going on, at the background.
Correct.
So I'm utilizing that. And not only that, when I'm listening to something really good, those words enter into the food that I make. Yesterday only my son was saying, Mama, जो भी आप बनाते हैं ना tasty होता है.
Mhm.
So yesterday we were making parathas, and the mixture that he had made to stuff into the parathas, it was a little wet.
Mm.
So it wasn't coming out properly in proper shape. So I said, wait, I'll do it. We can add some, what do you say, poha. Well, this is not a cooking channel,
Mm.
but I'm just using this example.
Okay.
But you can also use this recipe. It's
It's
an
a free
additional free tip for everyone. So I said, poha agar dalenge, the poha
Mm.
absorbs the moisture, and therefore you are able to roll the parathas in a proper way. वैसे मैं बहुत अच्छा पराठास बनाती हूँ. That's my
We are having
specialty.
next paratha with Vijay now. Next
Yes,
special
the
paratha with Vijay.
paratha with Vijay ma'am. Yeah. So then he said, Mama, पापड़ डालेंगे ना तो भी अच्छा लगता है. And I said, wow, I did not know this. So I made the chura of papad, put into it. Nicely it came out. So he said, Mama, and of course I was listening to my podcast while doing that. So he said, Mama, जो भी बनाते हैं इतना tasty होता है. I took the same stuff. I did the same thing, but it did not come out like you. So I said, yeah, that's the special magic of a mother listening to the podcast and cooking. So that so it's wonderful. Like, we're discovering so many new things, and I'm really loving, being on this with you. So we come to the last part, and I think this is one of the most favorite quotes that I have actually found. Escape from the dark cloud that surrounds you.
Then, then you will see your own light as radiant as the full moon.
Yeah,
So this really sets well because you see, it's always raining. It's always dark, but it's up to us whether to dance in the rain or to cover down and sit at one place, close down, and be scared of it. It's
correct.
our choice, it's our perception. We can even dance in the rain and expect the full moon to come out. Because, see, everything, when things go downhill, always remember something has to end for the new beginnings.
True.
So
Very
that's
true.
why things are going downhill because one chapter is coming to an end and new chapter is beginning. So for new beginnings, something has to go down. And for new sunrises, new mornings, the night has to be dark so the sun is brighter.
True.
Correct? So you will also rise like a sun, and your light, nobody can cover up your light no matter how dark the night is.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I think there was a poem in 12th standard. I was teaching 12th standard, and the golden threads or something it was. So there was a painting in which there were the golden threads were set against the black background.
Mhm.
And it was standing out so beautifully, and that resonated so much to me. I'll try to get that poem next time. And it talked about, like, how, I mean, the beauty of evolving through the challenges of life is.
Absolutely.
And I think that's where we are arriving at. We have come to the end of the session, and coincidentally, we're exactly on time. It's 7:59. So this 1 minute that I have, I would like to share with you a poem which I wrote yesterday only. And I just shared it in the night at around 2:15 in the night. So this is something that's come from my soul, and it's titled "The Dark Corridors." So it goes like this. Each one of us has a dark corridor in our life, the one existing amidst all the lights, the so called fake lives that we live, the empowered lives which portray the perfect picture. I mean, it might come across that I'm the most happiest person in this world, but there is a corridor, there is a dark corridor where I really feel low. I feel lonely. I feel I'm not that picture perfect person. I see my flaws. I see those areas where I can't take decisions. And earlier, I used to curse myself and say, how can you do this? You have to be strong, until you told me it's okay to break down. It's okay if you're not okay. And that's when I started seeing the light. Um, those dark corridors, those shadows that lurk within, those parts of you that have not been addressed, the faces you're not ready to acknowledge. Maybe I have an arrogant face within me. Maybe I have a very high sense of urgency, which I'm not addressing. And I want things like this. Iske baad ye, iske baad ye, iske baad ye. And that's how my life is. And then when I had this knee injury, I realized life is telling me, slow down, रुको जरा, थोड़ा सा फ्लावर्स का स्मेल ले लो, थोड़ा बर्ड्स को देखो, breathe. You don't always have to have your hands full. And believe me, for the past 50 years, my hands have always been full, whether I was a child, whether I was a student, whether I was a mother, whether I was a teacher. I always had n number of things to do. And in that, I felt the real Biji was lost somewhere. Real Biji in the sense that corridor wali Biji was lost somewhere. Um, those weak identities, those creatures of habits, those faceless faces. What are those dark corridors for you? Well, you can explore with Management Me School of Confidence. You can explore with Management Me leadership trainings. You can explore with Unheard Life. Here, this is me, Vijit Tushar, a life and leadership coach, and
I am Labdhi Shah from UNheard by Labdhi, and I am a mental health counselor.
wow,
I can only one thing I would like to say, whatever it is, you accept yourself, the world works.
superb. That's a wonderful ending. And yes, if you want us to bring more lives with Labdhi and me, please put in the comment and also put in the topics or your questions, and we will personally take it and address every issue that you have. We are here to serve you, and I think servitude is what we look forward to. So if you love this session, if you have got some value from it, do share, like, comment, subscribe, and let others also take the benefit of this session that we have had. And we come live every Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Thank you, Professor Harshada Sawant, for being in the session. Thank you, Vidhi. Thank you, Ayan. And if there are any questions, we are ready to take it up. Otherwise, we would like to bid adieu to you. It's on time. We are every time. And we would like to say a big thank you to all the audience out there
Thank you.
watching
Thank you,
us
Miss.
and encouraging us. Thank you, Usha.
Thank you.
God bless. Shubhratri. Have a wonderful time.
Thank you, BG. Thank you, Labdhi.
Welcome,
Thank you.
Professor Sawant. Thank you. God bless you. I win when you win.